Among the numerous abilities humans envy in animals, regeneration is on the top of the list. We are always amazed by the ability of some animals to regrow their limbs and other body parts. Before we begin, please like this video as I will be giving you top-notch content, and do not forget to subscribe to get more videos like this in your feed. Regenerating a limb can be extremely helpful for an animal trying to survive in the wild. The lost limb can serve as a distraction, aiding the animal escape from predators. Usually, this is painless, but if the limb is not detachable, then its loss can be painful. Either way, the animal is still able to grow again and function properly. In this video, I will be showing you some animals that can regrow their limbs. 1. Axototl. The axototl is a remarkable creature that can only be found in Lake Xochimilco, a few miles from Mexico City. Axototls are aquatic salamanders that look like adorable versions of their terrestrial cousins. When an axototl loses a limb, it quickly seals the open wound with muscles and skin. Cartilage also begins to grow at the tip of the broken bone at this point. Stem cells are the primary requirement for regeneration. Axototls grow them at the tip of the newly formed cartilage, and the stem cells will extend to form a new limb, allowing muscles, skin, and nerves to form too. Finally, cartilage would harden into the bone to complete the regrowth process. These exotic creatures are also able to regrow their hearts and skin, making them subjects of scientific research. 2. Starfish. The next animal is also an aquatic creature. Starfishes are brainless and lack blood, important features that enable them to regenerate. They can regenerate each of their 5 limbs. Some species of starfish are even able to regrow their entire body from only a limb. Starfishes have all their vital organs located in their limbs, so when a limb is cut, they can regrow a limb that is identical to the lost limb. Despite being brainless, a starfish can live up to 35 years. 3. Cockroaches. These household pests are resilient creatures that can survive having their heads cut off, which makes losing a limb just a natural process to them. Although a head cannot be regrown, a limb can. Cockroaches can detach their limbs out of fear or to escape a predator. If a cockroach loses its head, it can survive for weeks before dying of starvation. Younger cockroaches are better at regeneration than older ones. However, if too much tissue is destroyed, cockroaches cannot regrow their limbs. 4. Green iguanas. Pet owners would not be surprised to find this animal on the list. Green iguanas would detach their tail when threatened, a common trait among most lizards. Although the regrown tail would be functional like the lost tail, it would have a different color. Usually, the tails are gray, black, or a darker shade of the previous color the iguana had. 5. Octopuses. As intelligent animals, octopuses have gotten the attention of scientists, and their regenerative ability only gets them more admirers. Unlike the green iguanas, octopuses do not detach their limbs, so their limb loss is often caused by external agents. The amputated limb would remain active for an hour and even attempt to feed its absent owner. Octopuses take 100 days to grow a new tentacle which is identical to the cut tentacle, and functions just as well. 6. Jellyfish. A jellyfish has many tentacles which are controlled by muscles it can move. When a tentacle is cut, it simply moves its muscles so that another tentacle takes the place of the cut tentacle. Besides this, jellyfishes are capable of non-senescence. Non-senescence is a biological term that describes animals that are literally unable to die. Some species of jellyfish, like the moon jellyfish, can rebirth themselves when it does. It regenerates into polyps that attach to its dead, decaying body and burst free when mature enough. The cycle renews each time it dies. 7. Fivelined Skink. The five-lined skink detaches its tail to distract predators while it escapes and then grows it back again. However, a skink can only regrow its tail once. Five-lined skinks possess a point in their vertebrae called the fracture plane, and it is at this point that the tail detaches. Muscles and skin seal up the wound and the regrowth process begins. Tails are very important to skinks because they store fats in them. If the tail is lost and not properly regrown, the skink would die when it hibernates in winter. Also, females find long tails attractive, so a male without a tail loses its chance to father offspring. 8. Kemps spiny mouse. The spiny mouse is a noteworthy addition to this list. They do not regrow limbs but are rather able to detach and regrow their skin. When threatened, the spiny mouse would peel its skin off its back and escape. This leaves no scarring and is not painful. They form a cluster of cells called blastema over the bald spot and regrow their fur. The spiny mouse is the only mammal known to do this. From reptiles to insects, and even mammals, there is a myriad of animals that can regenerate their limbs. This shows how diverse and mind-blowing nature can be. If you found this video informative, do not forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to Animal Facts channel. Also, leave a comment to tell me what you think about this interesting group of animals. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy this next video on why do worms come out when it rains.